Greetings everyone, and Great here. Another H-Pirates 2 Definitive Edition replay. As well on the top left side as the red Khmer, we have XuKa 75. As well on bottom right side as the blue Romans, we have Rayz. Let's go and cover each player's civilization bonuses. Khmer, Siege, and Elephant Civilization. No buildings required to advance next stage. Farmers don't require mills or towns to drop off food. Battle elephants move faster. Villagers can garrison elephants. Ballista elephants are mounted scorpions. Tusk scores, battle elephants get +2 attack. Double crossbows get ballista elephants and scorpions 2 projectiles. As a projectile is 50% strength. And of course, scorpions get +1 range. So it does actually. Scorpions do have a bit more range and cheaper than the scorpion elephants. So it's still a good idea to mix in your scorpions. Romans. Let's see what they have. Romans. Villagers gather, build, and repair 5% faster, which is actually quite generous, but actually very powerful. Galley line and drones get +1/+1 armor, but there's no navy here, don't worry about that. Infantry receive double effects from blacksmith armor upgrades. They do only get the 2 levels there, so it does give them a slight advantage, but the primary is a resource decrease and able to get basically all their blacksmith researches and cast wage. Scorpions cost 6% less gold and benefit ballistics research. 6% less gold is actually significant. Unique unit, Centurion. It is a unique cavalry, replaces the it is the castle technology, while legionary is infantry. I'm not sure what happened, but he lost his scout. Legionary is a unique upgrade for the militia line. Replaces the two-handed swordsman, right? Not the long swordsman, but it looks like based on this research here, it would actually replace the long swordsman. I'm not really sure then. He must replace the long swordsman, there's only 2 bars here. I must be mistaken with it. Unique text, scorpions fire 33% faster. Galley line is +2 attack. Amatasinats, I don't know how to pronounce that. Militia line, night line, and Centurion's line train 50% faster and receive a charge attack. Scorpions line minimum range reduce. Of course, got the militia moving around, trying to whack some of these villagers. There's only 2 militia there. We got this 2 spearmen advance forward. Let's the Roman players being highly aggressive. And he did lose that scout early on, so these guys do have a lot less spotting range. It's okay, but not great. Spearmen, they're... Okay, I don't know why I got mixed up on that. There's 2 spearmen, or 2 spearmen, 1 skirmisher, and 1 skirmisher, 2 militia, and 3 spearmen. Sorry, I'm really out of it today. Been a long day today. We do have these forces push way forward, trying to find some sort of harassment. We do have these villagers. They could... that was really poor pathing there. He could have really closed that gap there, locked them both in. And, oh yeah, Khmer can garrison inside these housing, which is being very useful there. That's why you built this housing there. To throw those people inside, to keep them nice and safe. You're gonna build housing, might as well build it right next to a berry bush. Just reach out your window and pluck one and eat it. Of course, you still need to send a force out there to maybe board it up inside their homes, but nothing will stop them from burning down the entire homes. After all, while vampires can't enter somebody's home without permission, these guys don't really care about if there's a home remaining. You have these villagers now being passed back onto the berries. We got the scout moving around. Scout or spearman advancing on forward. We got a big line of militia, or not militia, scouts there. I'm getting all my words mixed up. Jeez. And this is not going to go great with these scouts. There's still a good number of spearmen here. The spearmen may have gone down. Yeah, the spearmen's gone down. The militia and skirmish still remains. This spearman's still here as well. So he does win. Does lose a couple of scouts there. Does lose that. Blue does lose his army there. And I do have archer spearman composition now being pulled out by blue. And villagers, of course. Red is now eyeing for a counterattack. He's building out his own scout, skirmisher, and archer. These spearmen do not get any pokes there. He does have a good defensive force for go along with these archers. Spearmen try to get a poke there. Skirmishers find a couple of volleys. With the high ground damage bonus there, blue can do some great damage to these skirmishers. Scouts trying to move around, trying to find engagement on these archers. And we got more skirmishers now being put out by red. So it looks like going for skirmisher scout composition. Trying to deal with these various forces with the skirmishers. And once these spearmen go down, then the scouts can rush in and take out the rest of these archers and skirmisher. Did I say skirmisher or spearmen the entire time? Ugh. Scouts and skirmishers moving around. Spearmen eventually could find a gain goal there. Does lose one of those spearmen. He does manage to fall back to the town center. Looks like blue is eyeing to pull out a big wave of scouts there. He has one queued up, two more, or one in the garrison, two queued up. Archery to point out some more archers there. Does he get one of those scouts there? He does have a decent force here. Could use some more skirmishers. Does get some hits there on the scout. The scout does have 2 inherent pierce armor, so can stand a bit of abuse from these forces. We do have fletching research by blue. And now red's going to try to be a bit of a homewrecker, hacking down that house. And now we've got a big wave of scouts now deployed on the field. No real counter to it. Blue's ground army can advance and forward, hit these other forces. And now these scouts going to be overrun the skirmishers. Get some hits there. Blue's force is quite bad and bruised, but overall I think he has a good composition overall. Good stand to get another spearman or two. Do now bloodlines being researched. Blue is not getting any more villagers at the moment. There's an oversight there. This game wheelbarrow. Red is at pop cap. Another oversight. We do got a couple more housing to go on the field rapidly. Blue scouts push way forward. Got big scout fight there, but overall blue won. Takes out 2 of red scouts there, taking minimal damage in return as well. Red's archer could get hacked apart. Let's take that one out. These scouts are pushed too far forward, needs to fall back. Ran with the 2 inherent pierce armor. These skirmishers will only do 1 damage each. Red's now eyeing for another line of archers and scouts on the build, all of them which are in the build queue. Scouts advance more, trying some good damage here. Let's find a volley there. Okay, so one of Blue's archers there. Scouts push way forward, trying to get some good engagement. Does get some good damage there. A couple of these archers starting to go down. Red scout does go down, and Blue's lost his front line. Now his back line is trying to fall back. Maybe will finish off that one scout. Does finish off that one scout there. Though his forces are quite wounded. Got a spearman here, eyeing to poke some of these forces. Does find a good poke there, and does go down in return. And right now, red is eyeing for a counterattack. Blue, right now, he's eyeing for more archers and more scouts. But stand to get more spearmen. Blue scouts trying to overrun red scouts. A lot of red scouts are also wounded. One does go down, another one goes down. The third one, fourth one does go down there. Red's front line is disintegrating. He's down to mostly skirmishers and archers. Blue's additional scouts being put on the field, trying to overrun these archers now. Those are higher threat than the skirmishers. Gains some great damage there. Grant these archers are getting high ground damage. Gains some extra bonus damage there. Does take another archer. He's off another skirmisher there. All this remaining force does have a bit more health, but can still pass run down one of the skirmishers, but he does not. Red is now backing on off. He does have a decent force right here. Red's regrouping on the high ground. Let's see, and blue's now going for Castle Age, and that's going to be where the Romans really make power plays based on what bonuses I can see. The villager bonuses help out through the entire game, but this is where he gets a lot of his infantry-based technologies or infantry-based bonuses. Let's see, it says blacksmith, right? Okay, blacksmith armor upgrade, so that affects the archer line and cavalry line as well, not just infantry. No, it says infantry receives level effects. So this is where he can transition to infantry and get some powerful effects, though it is a little expensive for all that research. But you may want to get eye for the man-at-arms research relatively soon, and do that now. Was that just a melee, first level melee armor? No, that's first line of archer armor. It does have one line of cav armor as well. Large number of these scouts are going down. Okay, red just lose all of his scouts there. Blue scouts gain some damage on end. Both sides just have a mass archers. They got a couple skirmishers for red. And now we got Castle Age almost complete for blue. Red is already in Castle Age. He's getting out some knights and Bodkin Arrow. He may have crossbow research. No, we do not see crossbow being researched. He can go up all the way up the Arbalest. Crossbow is not being researched. And now the Roman player is at Castle Age. Let's see what he's transitioned to. Knights, reliable, getting knight armor as well. So far, it's not really made much of these benefits. The villager benefits still, of course, good and constant. Knights will be very useful. Crossbows are up to 7 damage, 1 hack and pierce armor, 7 range. Scout getting some damage on end. Knights do have 3 pierce armor, so the crossbows will do 4 damage per bolt. He needs to get perhaps another line of horse archer. He just actually got that research, so now these guys up to 4 armor. They can withstand a bit more damage, 3 damage per arrow, and 120 health. They can withstand quite a bit of beating there. Got Blue's Archer's Knights forward, no crossbow being researched. He can get only a crossbow, not Arbalest. He can get a Bodkin Arrow as well. He's using these archers to help support his knight engagement. If he picks off his opponent's knights first, then his knights can reign supreme. Crossbows doing some good stutter step there. So a couple of these knights are breaking on through. Red's knights are reinforcing. Also, Blue may need the eye to get his crossbow and Bodkin Arrow research. He has a good number of archers out in the field. 9 is a good number. If he gets that stuff to research, it will put a bit more power behind their attacks, help engage these knights. Because right now these archers only have 5 attack, and these archers do have, or knights have 3 pierce armor, so doing 2 damage per arrow is not very good. We do not have light cavalry being researched as well. Light cavalry will be useful over on these archers. Knights charging forward now. And now these crossbows are a little exposed. Does get one quick kill there. Does have his crossbows research. No Bodkin Arrow on the build queue. But this will also increase the damage output against these knights by 50%. Of course, without ballistics, so hard for either side hit stuff. Light cavalry right now do have 4 pierce armor, so they can withstand a bit of beating as well. They don't have as much health as knights, but of course much cheaper. They're starting to hit down this house. And now they got a siege workshop deployed on the field as well. Knight charging forward, that's probably not a good idea. Got another more crossbows on the build queue for blue. Bodkin Arrows on the build queue as well. And there is a breach there. Knights are overrunning these villagers, getting some good hits there on these villagers. And some of these villagers are already wounded as well. Though the knights do fall back, trying to hit blue's knights there. Crossbows doing some great damage there onto these knights. Light cavalry charging forward as well, but of course they won't stand much longer with these knights. I was unable to build that palisade wall right there. Blue's trying to lose some of these villagers right now. Blue has 60 villagers, opponents at 54, so Blue does have a slight village advantage. I don't want to say you can lose some, but you don't want to lose any. It's a good damage there. 59 to 54 still. Look, there's a lot of wounded villagers as well. Couple of them just got picked off. Another one goes down there. These villagers are backed into a corner. They got Scorpion here, but Scorpion does get overrun by the Knights. Blue just having trouble maintaining his production, and Blue does cast in GG. This ends Rayz. Thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.